Welcome to the FM Realty Report, your weekly update on Central New York's real estate and the local economy. I'm Roman Alexian,
And I'm Don Radke.
and let's dive into today's the largest developments of Central New York.
What's going on in our community?
Yes.
Boy, I tell you, Roman, this is, I've lived in Syracuse for over 50 years now. I was born and raised in Chicago, but this is definitely my home. And we've seen Syracuse through the tough times, and now Syracuse, Central New York, it's boomtown here, and it's just going to continue.
Yeah, I moved here in 2007, and I have never seen this kind of change this fast.
It's unbelievable. Let's start with the big one, Micron. People don't still believe it's coming.
Yeah,
but
I hear that all the time.
They've spent billions here already. This is a $100 billion private investment. It's never been done in the United States before, and it's right here in Clay, New York, northern suburb. Micron is a manufacturer of advanced memory chips, semiconductor chips, and they're going to be here in Syracuse making the largest number of chips at any of their 15 plants around the world when they're at full capacity. This is huge. This is huge for us in Central New York. This is huge for us in the country. They're going to be building a rail spur. They've just started building a rail spur to help in the construction process. Just a quick little rail spur for I don't know how many millions of dollars that's going to be there. It's going to continue. They're going to be the catalyst for a new water pipe from Lake Ontario. They're going to be bringing 9,000 to 10,000 jobs for the plant, and it's estimated up to 50,000 more jobs for spinoff, for suppliers, for the new Chick-fil-A, for the new gas station. It's gonna be huge. A population of Onondaga County will probably increase around 30%. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And not to mention the population that the Micron will bring in would have entrepreneurs who will start their own businesses as well outside of those.
Absolutely. And as of today's dollars, the starting lowest paid job in the plant is $80,000 a year. So This is a game changer.
Yeah.
This is a game changer. And everybody else is going to come. TTM Technologies is expanding here. They're expanding. They're going to spend $100 and some million expanding. They make printed circuit boards, and they have technology solution programs that they do around the world. They're expanding here because of Micron.
So Micron seems like is bringing a lot of big technology companies.
Absolutely.
I've heard Albany invested into a machine that costs like $800 million, which like does the final process of these microchips because of Micron.
Right. There's going to be companies from Taiwan coming here. It looks to be. I sit on the Onondaga County Planning Board, and we see some of this coming. Some of this is still in the planning stage, but my suspicion is we'll see companies from Taiwan, we'll see companies from South Korea coming here to be suppliers to this $100 billion plant.
It seems like we can do multiple episodes just on Micron.
Oh, I think we can.
But there's a bigger list.
There's too many to do in one episode, so I'm sure we'll be doing this again. But let me just rattle off a few. We got Micron. Of course, we all know we got Route 81 going on right now, and that's going to be over, hopefully, over the next 5 years, it'll be finished.
Do you think that, sorry to interrupt, do you think the changes of 81 is going to help with all the Micron construction, or are they going to have to do some other changes to roadways to accommodate
Part of the
this
Route 81 plan was already modified once Micron was announced. And they're going to be, in all likelihood, adding a Micron entrance and exit interchange on 81, probably north of Route 31.
Yeah.
That's not completely determined yet, but that's what's being talked about.
Okay.
So yes, absolutely.
That's good.
But we have Route 81, we have Micron, we have the STEAM School. The STEAM School, to me, is one of the biggest assets that this community has since the time I've lived here. This is going to be a school that's going to be open to 1,000 students around the county. And it's going to be the state-of-the-art STEAM school. Most of the time it's called STEM school. But here it's called a STEAM school because we're adding the arts.
Yeah.
It's science, technology, engineering, arts, math. These are specialized fields. There's going to be an array. We can do a separate one and should do a separate podcast on just what's happening in the STEAM school.
Maybe we can bring a guest from STEAM
Maybe
School.
I'm sure we can bring somebody here and talk about what's going on. It's going to be such an opportunity for our local kids where they're going to be able to come out with certificates, come out with jobs, but also bring to our community a whole nother level of expertise in sciences and arts that we've never had here. It's going to be tremendous.
I love that.
And the key thing is it's a county-wide school. There'll be about 60% of the students will come from the city, 40% will come from the county. And there is such an interest already. The way the admissions is going to work is there's going to be an interview process with a prospective student to determine and make sure that that student understands that this is not their average high school. That's the purpose. It's not going to be anything other than to just make sure that they understand. And then it's going to be a lottery system. That's how many people are going to be wanting to get in this already. So,
But I like that it's only for our local kids.
it's only for our local kids,
Yeah.
Onondaga County. It's tremendous.
Amazing.
ShoppingTown's going to be redeveloped. They're somewhere around $500 million project. It's going to be called Downtown DeWitt. It's going to be housing, rental, sale, entertainment, restaurants. The last hurdle is, I think, cleared right now.
Okay.
With Sears and with Macy's, there was a little problem, but I think it's pretty much clear going forward,
Okay.
and that'll be starting soon. The
And
Great
for-
Northern Mall is going to be redeveloped into maybe $1 billion project.
And for those who are listening and not from this area, ShoppingTown, it's a mall that that closed, right?
That closed, both
And-
ShoppingTown and Great Northern.
In Great Northern, yeah. But now it looks like those facilities are being redeveloped and reopened.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's going to be partial solution to our housing crisis, which we're going to be doing a podcast on at some point in the future. There's an aquarium being built here. It's estimated there's going to be 400,000 to 500,000 visitors a year to this aquarium. It's in construction now. One of the more interesting statistics that I heard about that is there's going to be 2 aquariums. There's a saltwater and a freshwater. The saltwater aquarium room is going to be 375,000 gallons. Just imagine what that'll be.
Wow.
But it's interesting the way they're doing it. They're calling it from the lake to the sea. Because for those of you who don't know, you can have a boat in Onondaga Lake Marina, and from that marina, you can go around the world.
Yeah.
Through our canal system into the St. Lawrence, you can go around the world.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be the theme of the STEAM school.
I've kayaked on the river, and a boat with the registration from Florida came by me.
Wow.
I
That's
was like,
amazing.
what?
It's amazing. And as that develops, there's going to be companion developments, entertainment developments, recreational developments that are going to continue. And, let's back up a little bit and talk about Onondaga Lake. Onondaga Lake is in the final phases of a $1 billion cleanup. It was a Class D body of water, the most polluted body of water classification in the United States. We're now building a beach. We're going to
Yeah.
be swimming in Onondaga Lake.
Yeah.
Fishing I've got a little boat on the lake. Fishing is unbelievable. We have bass tournaments here. It's just something that people have forgotten, but it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. IKEA just announced they're coming to Destiny USA, one of our big malls that's still here. That's going to be a big draw.
It seems like people really love that store because I hear so much.
Oh, so do I.
Just announced and everybody's talking about it. But IKEA is smart. They seeing the demand for housing here.
Absolutely.
The expansion, how fast
You
things are
betcha.
growing. They're like, this is the time we put our store in there.
This is one direct result, in my opinion, of Micron.
Yes.
And what's going on. It's just the beginning.
Yes.
Just the beginning. Chobani announced they're a yogurt company here. They're going to be building a $1.2 billion facility here in central New York. They're one of the more successful yogurt manufacturers and producers in the world. And again, they're coming to central New York.
One of my
$1.2
favorite
billion.
yogurts.
Really?
And I love what they did when a while back they announced that they gave all employees stake in the company
Yes.
so that their hard work pays off.
Yep.
And not only they benefit from it, so if the company benefits,
Yep.
they benefit more, which is great move.
It's an amazing company. It's an amazing. Doll Drop, SBB, they're a direct result of Micron coming. They make clean room. They help manufacture clean rooms. They're coming here.
Is that SBB or SPB?
SBB.
Okay.
Dial drop SBB. TTM Technologies. They're coming here and expanding. They make advanced circuit boards. They do a lot of greenfield high-tech work. They're coming here again. Micron.
These tech companies also going to get contracts from Lockheed Martin, and
You betcha.
we have gaming there is a corridor between, I believe, Rochester and Syracuse Airport that tests a lot of
Drones.
Drone
Yep.
technology.
We're one of the 5
unmanned.
corridors in the entire country.
Yeah.
Right here. This is all happening now.
Anything from unmanned helicopter down to a tiny drone size of half
Right.
your cell phone.
For our listeners who are outside of our area and even outside of our country, folks, you can't read an economic development report about the United States without reading about what's happening in Syracuse and Central New York.
Yeah.
We're hot.
Yeah.
We're a hot market, and we're going to be a hot market for a while. Delta Sonic Car Wash has announced additional locations.
Wait.
Chick-fil-A, chicken store, multiple locations, some of them being built right now. It's just going to keep going down.
These car washes, they must know something. They are popping up everywhere. I'm like,
There was a new one built in Fayetteville. It's just opened.
yeah.
So we haven't seen this kind of development. One thing that we talk about, we're in the real estate business, and when everybody reads off these lists, what they're not reading off is what I see sitting on the Onondaga County Planning Board is the number of apartment complexes that are being built. We have over 7,000 new apartments already approved, under construction or to be under construction
Wow.
shortly. We have another 10,000 that are seeking approval. That's 17,000 apartments.
Wow.
We know that over the next, from now through the next 4 to 6 years, we have to have an additional 24,000 housing units in Central New York. And people are saying, how are we going to do it? We're already doing it.
Yeah.
We have 7,000 under construction now.
Yeah. Well, there's construction companies who have left Syracuse area in the past and now coming back.
Absolutely.
There's announcements of new neighborhoods to be developed.
Absolutely.
So it's coming. I mean, somebody gonna have to build it because these companies are coming here, and there's a reason for it.
Right, and it's going to be all up and down the economic spectrum. We've got our Syracuse Local Land Bank Corporation. We've got Home Headquarters, which is both of those work in the affordable housing stage. They're building over 100 units between them right now of single-family housing, attached housing, row housing, which is going to be blossoming here. It's just going to be huge. Yet, at the same time, we've got some national builders. I can't name any of them yet that are coming here. They're going to be building homes. I mean, right now in Central New York, you want to build a brand new home, you're going to be at least $400,000, which is incredibly higher than it was even 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
For good and for bad, that's going to be a $700,000 home 5 or 6 years from now. So things are changing here.
Absolutely. I like I said earlier, faster than I've ever seen since I moved here, and you've lived here longer than I have.
Yep.
And I can't imagine you've seen anything like this happen in Syracuse.
There was a time when I moved here in the 70s, Syracuse was really starting to decline. We had lost the Carrier Corporation as a national headquarters. We had lost GE, had 14,000 workers here at one point, and the list was just long. And I can remember something that was said in jest, but, you know, it was very embarrassing. You could have gone on a Saturday night and had a bowling ball and rolled it down Salina Street, which is our main street downtown, and you wouldn't hit anything. Nowadays, have you been down South Salina Street on a Friday night now? Have you been to Armory Square?
Yeah.
I mean, these places are hopping. There's a new restaurant opening all the time. We just had a Peruvian fusion restaurant open 6-8 months ago.
That's good, by the way.
That is, it's delicious. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And there are more and more applications for restaurants from chains, from private individuals, restaurateurs who are local, who are opening additional locations or adding to their portfolio of restaurants. It's just unbelievable what's going on.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many emails and phone calls I get a week from my investors asking me if I could verify that these changes are happening.
Yeah, yeah.
And to the best of my knowledge and, with supported research, I send it to them.
Right.
I do my due diligence for my clients, and I not only tell them what my thoughts are, but I also send them any research that I find so that they can make their own decisions and conclusions.
Right. And I think that's something that I don't think I know that's something that we as realtors are going to have to really up our game and really be able to supply this information, because I'm getting the same kinds of calls you're getting.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
And I'm hoping that this podcast can be a resource
absolutely.
for our local realtors, that if they can gain an information and knowledge from here to be able to pass to their clients as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Other things that are happening here, again, everybody says it's all because of Micron. Some of it certainly is. But there's additional kinds of infrastructure things that are happening. We talk about Route 81. It was just announced in the governor's budget a $450 million investment in Upstate Medical Center, which is a university teaching hospital, to upgrade their facilities and their emergency room facilities especially. That's $450 million. That, I doubt, would have happened had Micron not come here, because of the growth of the area we're going to need it. And that is at the same location where we have the Golisano Children's Hospital, which is a renowned center for pediatric care in central New York.
Yes.
It's crazy.
We actually know someone who is a pediatric brain surgeon that moved here from Boston years back, and I think because of the Golisano Children's Hospital.
Yep.
And this is the first time I heard you say million and not billion.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a joke going around, some of us, and I think the county executive was first to say it, but when Amazon came here, what was it, 6 years ago, eight years, 5, 6 years ago, it was a $450 million investment. And we were like deer in the headlights. Now, it's chump change.
Yeah.
It's chump change. It just goes to reflect what's happening. And it just goes to reflect the realities that once you get an anchor like this Micron, the spinoff is almost incalculable. And as I said when we started this, we're going to have to do more of podcasts just on what's coming. This list is just the tip of the iceberg.
We'll do our best and we'll work on it. We can't promise to our listeners, but we'll do everything we can to get any representative from all these developments to come out here and share more detailed information and inform our listeners better.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And everyone, stay tuned for our next week's podcast, which we're going to be talking to consumers who are navigating the real estate industry, buying, selling, renting, and working with realtors and telling them things that they need to know.
Very important. Thank you. Please follow us on social media and contact and reach out to us with any questions or topics you'd like us to discuss, whether through social media or email, or call our office. And for all your real estate needs, please contact Don Radke at FM Realty Group or myself, Roman Alexian. Thank you for listening. Bye.